The No Fate channel, checking in. On this episode of Dad's Home Gym, I'm answering that long-standing home gym question. What is the exact difference between metallic black and matte black? That is the question I get asked so often, and frankly, it's the question that I had lingering in my mind. So today we are going to dive in. So buckle up, Buttercup. Here we go. If this is your first time to the channel, be sure to give this video a like and hit that red subscribe button. On this series, I just review pieces of home gym equipment to help you decide if it is going to be right for your home gym, and most importantly, if it's worth your hard-earned money. Before we get started, I want to know from you, what is your go-to color scheme or theme? Is it one of those, I don't care what color I get as long as it's functional and it fits? Or do you have some type of feng shui going on to really make your equipment pop in your home gym? In a previous video, I reviewed this metallic black dumbbell rack. 3 tiers, went over the weight, the cost, the shipping, and the assembly. I'm going to link that in today's description of this video in case you're interested, and I'll put it at the end of today's video as well. But so many of you had questions regarding the color. Obviously, when it's blue versus red, you know what the difference is, but when it's metallic black versus matte black, what's the difference? And the answer is, I didn't know. Almost all home gym retailers sell a matte black version. That's like the standard when it comes to like cars. What they then do for many of them is sell an upgrade of a metallic black or even different colors. A lot of different companies have different colors. I know Rep Fitness in their dumbbell rack alone has 4 colors: matte black, metallic black, red, and blue. And I'll tell you straight away, oftentimes when you go from the standard to the premium colors, there is a price increase. Depending on what you're getting, that price increase can range, but just sticking with our apple-to-apple comparison, the difference between these racks in price, $10, and that is all. And be honest with you, when I went online and looked at the photos, they looked really close. They looked almost the exact same between the matte black and the metallic black, and they both looked great, and it was really hard to figure out what the difference was. Now, I've had this in my home gym, clanging and banging away for almost 4 months now, and I have been loving it. So I grabbed this one, assembled it, and the assembly went a little bit easier now that I didn't screw it up like I did the first one. And I can tell you at first glance, the difference in these colors is that the metallic black is definitely a darker black. Right away, when you put them side by side, no questions asked, definitely a much darker black. And that's hard for us to pinpoint because when we think of black, we think of just one color, but there is a depth to that darkness, and this one definitely much, much darker. You can definitely notice that when you see the difference in contrast between the matte black and the black screws. Now, the biggest difference between matte black and metallic black isn't really something you can see in the photos. Hopefully the side-by-side video that I showed will help you pick it up, but as soon as I put my hands on these things, I noticed it right away. The matte black is much, much more rough than the metallic black. Now, I put dumbbells on both. I've been using both as a review, and frankly and honestly, there's no difference in usage. The only extrapolation I can make from the difference in the feel is rust. For some of you with home gyms, rust isn't an issue. For my basement home gym, I'm able to run the dehumidifier. It's not an issue at all. But if you have a garage gym or if you have an area that you really can't control the humidity levels, rust is a factor. I have to imagine the rougher the surface, there's going to be more porous of areas for rust to get into and to grow because rust never sleeps. Is that going to be a major factor? Probably not. It's probably not going to impact the life of either of these. In terms of life, obviously a dumbbell rack and most of your home gym equipment is going to last you over a decade. I like to say forever, but some of you really can't fathom what that is. So let's just say a decade plus easily with these dumbbell racks. time. It's time for Fate of the Union, where I give you my personal thoughts on which you should do, metallic black or matte black. Obviously, when we're talking about dumbbell racks, the color doesn't really matter. You're going to have it up against a wall, and you're going to have it covered with dumbbells. You're not going to really see the color on this thing whatsoever. But when it comes to your power rack, to your benches, that's something that's really going to stand out. So when I'm giving you my opinion, that's with regards to your entire home gym setup, not necessarily specific to these actual dumbbell racks. Overall, I have to agree that metallic black is a better color. It's a better product, it's a better surface, and it just pops more than the matte black finish. Obviously, matte black is fine if you're on a super strict budget, but for the longevity of this piece, I would argue you should be getting the color that you absolutely want, especially something like this is only $10. If you figure that over the course of 10 years, you're going to be glad you went with the color that you wanted. I happen to think that the smoother surface makes for a longer lasting piece of product. I also think it just makes the color itself pop. And I would highly recommend that if you're on the fence between a matte black product and a metallic black product, go with the metallic black product. You're going to like it better, and you're not going to worry about the little bit of extra money you spent for that upgrade. Let me know in the comments below which color scheme you're doing for your home gym. Currently, I have been gravitating towards red, black, and white to really give this home gym some simplicity, but a little bit of color to make it pop without making it look like an absolute rainbow. If you found this video informative, if you want to help out the channel, give this video a like, hit the subscribe button, that's over there, and of course, use the Rep Fitness affiliate link. When you use that link, it doesn't save you any money, I'm sorry. What it does do is it does help out the channel, but I do take that money and put it into future reviews to hopefully provide you with useful information. If you came this far in the video, thank you for watching, and as usual, don't save anything for the trip back.
This channel is dedicated to my life as a father of 2 wonderful children, and it centers around health, fitness, and all of the tricks and tribulations that I go through to try to be a great parent to my children and still accomplish my own personal goals.